No matter what you are studying, these tips are going to help you prepare for your final year. Second year is over, third year is coming. Second year is over, third year is coming. My name is Sakina. I'm a fashion journalism and content creation student at London College of Fashion. I'm about to start my final year of my degree, and these are things that I'm doing right now to prepare myself before then. Now, we are not robots. There's loads of things that we need to do in our lifestyle as well as academic to prepare ourselves for our final year. So these tips will be a mixture of academic and lifestyle things that I'm doing to prepare myself. Actually, before we start, disclaimer, during your summer break is there for you to actually relax. It's there for you to calm down, there for you to take a break. Make sure you're actually doing that before you start doing any sort of work. So it's currently September. I spent June, July, August doing my personal portfolio, my personal work, my content, but also relaxing, spending time with family, going out every once in a while. That's very important. Make sure you have a life. We're not robots. Now let's get into it. Starting off strong, number one, read your handbook. Your handbook is there from when you start year one. I don't know if it's the same for every uni, but for my uni, when you start year one, the handbook is there for you to read exactly what the assignment is going to be about from year one, year two, year three. You can know exactly what's going to be on there, what the assignment is going to look like when it's due. Of course, there might be some changes, like my uni, we've actually changed one of our assignments, but we haven't briefed on that at the end of second year, so I can still know exactly what I'm going to be doing when I start in year three. So when I read the handbook, I've now mentally prepared myself for exactly what I'm going to be doing. Again, there can be changes, but it's better to be prepared than to go in there and be completely blindsided or be like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what it is. How long is it going to take me to figure it out? At least you give yourself some time to think about that before. This second tip links with the first tip. So what you're going to do is now you're going to start brainstorming some ideas, just general ideas of what you're planning on doing for your final project. Again, for every course it's different, but generally your final project is very independent study, independent research, some sort of independent project. So for my course, fashion journalism, we have to do some sort of output. So that can be a YouTube channel, it can be a documentary, it can be a magazine, it can be loads of freelance work as well. So start thinking about what it is that you want to do. Start doing some brainstorming, or also for your dissertation. We're not doing dissertation, I think it's more like an extended essay, which is kind of the same thing, where start thinking about what topic you want to be talking about, start thinking about what ideas you want to be exploring. Lightly brainstorm that. Again, don't go too heavy in it, because when you start uni, you're going to have a proper briefing and it might even change your mind, but it's just better again to be a bit more prepared. Third thing you're going to do, and this is going to be in two parts, you're going to look over your past work. So you're going to look over your work in year one and look over your work in year two. If you did the same type of subjects in A-level, I would also advise looking over that. I didn't, but if you did, go ahead and look over that. Look at the assignments that you're doing, look at the essays you're writing, the notes that you were making, read over that and refresh your mind, because your final year should be an accumulation of everything you've learned these past 2 years. So whatever you do, it should be basically a better version of your first and second year. It should be the next step, whatever is progressing from that. So all your work should be tucked away neatly on a USB file, organized, so you can look back at all your work from year one and year two, read through them. I did loads of articles, documentaries, essays, social media posts. I'm going to be looking through all of those that I did over my time at uni. And then the second part of this information is we're going to be looking at the feedback. This is so important. And if this is your first time looking at your feedback, better late than never. Advice, look at your feedback straight away. But look at your feedback, see what your teachers have told you to do, and now you're going to make a list. Make a list of all the good feedback, a list of all the bad feedback. And if there's any things that keep coming up, you need to highlight those. The good things that keep coming up, highlight those, because that's what you're doing well and that's what you need to keep doing. Now the bad things that keep coming up, well, not technically bad things you can work on that keep coming up, make sure you highlight those, because it's going to be so bad actually to be making the same mistakes. I always say you can make mistakes, but don't make the same mistake more than once, more than twice. Don't keep doing it. Every mistake you've made, every one that keeps coming up, highlight them, and then make a list of all the things that you need to do going on to your final year project, and you're not going to be making those same mistakes. So once whatever your final year project is, when you're getting near the end, you're now going to have this as a checklist to make sure, did I do this? Because my teachers love when I do this. This is the best thing that I do. This is what I'm really good at. Did I do that here? Yes. All these things I've been told not to do, and I've been told constantly not to do, but I keep doing it. Have I done it here again? No, we will not have done it again, because we're improving. We're working on ourselves. little thirsty. It's a mouthful what I'm saying. This next tip is kind of academic, kind of lifestyle, kind of like a mesh between the two, but it's to help you organize yourself. So you're going to look at your timetable. You think you would have got your timetables by now, and you're going to check what you're going to be doing, when your lectures are, how long the lectures are, do you have 4 days, half days, and create a study schedule create a study schedule, you know what I mean, based on your timetable. So you could do it like me. So what I like to do is, if I am in uni, I'm going to stay there for the whole day. So if I have uni, let's say start at 9 a.m, finish at 4 p.m. So I usually stay there till 9 p.m. So it's like a full 12-hour day of working, just so that when I go home, I'm actually allowed to relax and chill out, because I know I've put in the work and put in the hours. We stay hungry. Anyways. I know I've put in the time, and I've never actually done work that day, so when I go home I can fully relax, fully detach from that. This is really helpful because if you also want to do a job alongside your studies, if you commit all your uni days to actually studying, all the days off, you have like full days off, instead of going to uni 9 to 4, going home, relaxing a bit, maybe doing 1 hour of work, and then the next day you also have to do half a day of work. So it's like, it's better if you just like give yourself a full day to uni, full day for working, a full day for chilling, full day for going out and doing other things. So like for me, for example, I do content. This is what I like to do for you guys, so I need to give myself like proper time and be able to schedule that in too. So I'm in uni, even if I'm in uni, let's say 12 to 3, I'm gonna get there for 9, do some work before, go to the lecture, stay there till 9 again. And if your campus is nice, why not stay there? Because we're only there for 1 more year, guys. Make the most of it. You never know like when you're gonna want to go back there again. Never know who you're gonna meet while you're studying, and it's just really nice. Like, whip out a tripod, film yourself studying, get some content, make some memories. Another tip from that is make your study according to whatever you're learning that day. So let's say we have like different courses going on. So we have fashion journalism, so that's where it's like writing articles and interviews, and we also have I think it's creative histories or something, where it's like more essay based. So if I'm doing creative histories today, like in my lecture, I'm also going to be studying that, working on it straight away, because it's going to be fresh in my mind and I can get work on it, get the ball rolling straight away. And that's so good to do at the beginning of term as well, because you don't want to wait till the end, because you get the briefing in the beginning, and it can seem like a lot to take in and you won't understand it straight away all the time. But if you start making notes, make the notes, see what you understand, what you don't understand, go and talk to your teacher straight away, so then you can get the ball rolling way quicker. You don't want to wait a couple weeks down and realise, oh wait, I don't even know exactly what we're doing, I don't even know what the assignment is. We don't want that. We're going to do so much better this year. Now we are moving swiftly onto my lifestyle tips. So this one is kind of similar. So it's again about planning and organising your time. So for example, with me, as I said, I'm a content creator, I guess I could say. I like to do loads of videos across different social medias. I have YouTube, I have a blog, I have like TikTok, all that stuff. I need to make time for this because I actually value it and I really care about it. So I'm going to intentionally make time, set a time aside for that. So I also will be maybe making videos ahead of time, and then be able to have time to do my work as well. So whatever it is that you do alongside uni. I also do horse riding, so it's like I'm going to set aside time for my horse riding to make sure I also have time for my uni work, because you never want to start like doing the work and be like, oh, I don't have time for my hobbies anymore, I don't have time for my family anymore, I don't have time for my friends, I don't have time to do what I want to do. That's not what we're doing this year. This year we are making time for ourselves and for our studies, because when you have that balance, you're operating from like a more positive place. You don't want to be operating from like a place where like, oh my days is so stressful, I don't really enjoy what I'm doing anymore, I don't enjoy what I'm studying. That's not what we're doing this year. We're getting better. We're getting better together. About getting better. One thing you can do before you start uni, maybe like 2-3 weeks before, start waking up just a little bit earlier than you usually would. I know, this is hard. I'm not a morning person myself either, but I have to say, and my family can also testify, I have been getting so much better waking up early, because I actually love what I'm doing now. Like, I wake up early because I have content to post. I wake up early because I have a blog to write. I wake up early because I just want to chat to you guys and make time for you. So I'm sure you love your course. I'm sure you love what you study. I'm sure you cried when you got into this course. Now you need to make time for it. Stop saying there's not enough hours in the day. There's 24 hours. Look how much time you're spending on TikTok. Deduct that from how much time you can spend to actually study. But if you want to also make time for TikTok, just wake up that bit earlier. Wake up a little earlier and get used to it now, so when you go back to uni, it's not a shock. You don't want to go into your first day, probably the most important day, the briefing, and be half asleep. Even if when you're waking up, you're just on your bed for a bit, at least pat yourself on the back, like that's still an achievement. Wake up just a little bit earlier, get back in the swing, get back in the habit, especially in September. Like it's just such a good season to get back into it, start new things, create new habits before you actually start uni. I think all uni start like end of September. I start on the 30th, so I'm getting used to this now, waking up a little bit earlier. I don't know, I'm not even going to tell you to go and work out or stuff. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. I'm not doing that right now. I'm just waking up early. I'm doing my schedule. I'm doing some like few bits of work here and there and just getting used to this. Might not apply to everyone. Everyone might not care about this, but I care about this. Plan your outfits. Plan your outfits a bit ahead of time. Like maybe you want to go on like a little shopping spree, get a few pieces, or maybe get a few like things you can put in your capsule wardrobe, or look at the wardrobe you have already, how you can mix and match clothes. What I do is I take pictures of outfits whenever I create outfits and I put it on an album on my phone, so whenever I have a day when I don't know what I want to wear, I just look through that and then I'm like, okay, I can wear this or I can wear that, and then it's so much easier. Also use Pinterest, create some inspiration on there, because you don't want to be like, maybe you're stressed out by an assignment and then you have a lecture and you don't know what to wear and you're too like frazzle dazzled to understand what you want to wear. At least you have the backup, you have the pictures, throw the outfit on. Another sort of prep that I'm going to be doing is meal prepping. This year I told myself I'm going to meal prep, because I told myself that in year 1, I told myself that in year 2. In year 1 I didn't do it at all. In year 2 I kind of got there like here and there, but in year 3 I really want to get on my meal prep bag, because when you eat healthy food, obviously you can just think better, you feel a bit better about yourself as well. But also as a student, you want to save as much as you can, especially going into my final year. There's lots of money I want to invest into my actual assignments, into my actual career. So if I can cut back on the food a bit and like meal prep, that would be a great idea. I feel like there's so many tips I don't even know, I lost count. But the next one is I've already been continue watching like fashion podcasts, fashion videos, read fashion books, fully immerse myself, refresh your mind on what you're going to be studying, and just like when you like immerse your mind in it, and like when I say immerse, that means like in different areas of your life being included. That's like movies, books, your social media, your following, where you're going, exhibitions, panel discussions. That's a great way to immerse yourself, to get yourself back in the swing. Mindset is important. Immerse your mind. And we've made it to the final point. I know this one you guys are going to be like, you're crazy, this is far off, like a year away. No, I'm not crazy. Plan your graduation outfit. Plan your graduation day. For 2 reasons. Reason number 1, let me set the scene. It is, let's say, March. You're head deep in your assignments. You have a lot of work to do. Maybe you have been working alongside. Maybe you want to plan a holiday. Maybe you have multiple assignments running at the same time. You have tests, finals, exams, all this stuff going on. At what point are you going to figure out what you're wearing for your graduation? I'm listening. Exactly. Trust me when I say this, and I'm not speaking from experience. Well, kind of am, because my sister graduated, so she gave me this advice: plan your graduation outfit while you have the time to plan it. I'm planning mine now. My sister's a fashion designer, so she's designing it for me, so we're designing it together. Plan it now, so it's actually something you want and not some last minute thing that you have to quickly go and buy. Like, you actually want to look good on your last day. And the second reason is because it's something that can motivate you. So if you can get your graduation outfit now, get it now. Hang it up on the wall while you're studying. Like, yeah, I'm working so I can wear that proudly when I get my first in my uni work. Or yeah, I'm working towards that because I'm going to wear that when I go and have a little party with my friends once I graduate. Like, that's such a good motivation. Go and get your graduation outfit, or plan your graduation outfit, plan your graduation day, what you're going to be doing. Create a mood board for that, hang it up somewhere, let that be your motivation. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my final point on ways you can prepare for final year. We finished, we reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these tips were helpful. This is my perspective on ways that I'm preparing for 3rd year as a 2nd year student. I probably will be doing another video once I actually graduate on things I wish I did to prepare, or if any 3rd year students are watching, or anyone who's graduated or watching, comment below things that you did to prepare, or anyone in 2nd year, comment things that you're doing right now to prepare yourself for 3rd year. And let's go and get that degree together. Let's go and win together. We can do this. It's not as hard as you think. Someone has done it, so you can do it too. Remember to like and subscribe for more fashion student content, or not just fashion student, just student content in general. I love doing these videos and talking to you guys. I absolutely love this. So make sure you come back, because there's so much more tips coming. And yeah, bye.